Revolution, come in! Revolution, come in!
Hello guys and welcome to Revolution. Guys, I'm new to this and I really appreciate your support. Please subscribe if you like my content. I'll be keeping it coming. Okay guys, after talking to some members of the Dragonball fandom, I've come to the realization that not as many people understand the Super Saiyan transformation as I originally thought. And whilst I understand there are plenty of videos on YouTube explaining in detail the Super Saiyan transformations and what the permutations of said transformations are, I am going to attempt to present the Super Saiyan transformations and the details of these transformations in a way that hopefully everybody can comprehend. And this will include transformations from GT as well as Dragon Ball Super, although I will state some of the transformations in Super have not been fully explained by the series itself. Okay, so before I get into the complicit details of the Super Saiyan transformations, I think it's best to start off with a Saiyan base form. Here in this picture you can see this is Goku, just before he heads out to fight Frieza on planet Namek. Now every life force in the Dragon Ball universe possesses ki. What is ki exactly, you ask? Well, ki is also known as a latent energy or fighting power which directly translates as life force. According to Akira Toriyama, ki is made up of multiple components including Genki, Yuki and Shoki. Translated into English, energy, courage and mind. And ki can also be positive or negative. The force of ki is a tangible energy inside every living being, with its major focus being the center of the body, and by drawing out that energy, an individual is able to manipulate it and use it outside of the body. Ki can also be used for many different techniques, for example the Kamehameha. But because there are physical limits to the strength of the body itself, it is necessary to increase one's ki to break the glass ceiling, Goku's favourite pastime. Now when the Z fighters enhance their ki, they also enhance their strength, speed, endurance, and can increase the power of their attacks. And in the Dragon Ball series, this ki becomes measurable by using technology, as witnessed when the Saiyans first came to Earth in the Saiyan saga, in which delivered to us the famous line, "It's over 9,000!" And these ki sensing scouters are also used by Frieza's other henchmen in the Namek saga. So, why have you been staring at this picture of base Goku for all this time? Well, this base Goku, just before fighting Frieza, had a power level of 3 million as stated by the Daizenshu. Okay guys, I really want you to remember that number, because as we proceed to delve into the Super Saiyan transformations, it will help you understand the concept behind the Super Saiyan's power enhancing abilities. Okay, with that out of the way, it's time to explain the Super Saiyan transformation. The Super Saiyan transformation first premiered in April 1991 within chapter 317 of the Dragon Ball manga entitled Life or Death, and it also made its anime debut in the Dragon Ball Z episode 95, Transformed at Last. Before Goku managed to transform into a Super Saiyan on Namek, the ability to do so had been absent in Saiyan culture for so long that it had become nothing more than a legend. Over 1,000 years in fact. Vegeta stated that a Super Saiyan has achieved a level of power so overwhelming that it could only be maintained in a transformed state. The Super Saiyan form comes in response to a need, not a desire. In all the known cases, the form has been initially triggered by either desperation or indignation. Any Saiyan can become a Super Saiyan, however the requirements are high. They must possess a high power level above the normal standard, a calm heart, and sensing extreme danger and feeling of strong anger or sadness. The impulse for the transformation tends to differ. Goku achieves the form out of anger over the murder of his best friend Krillin at the hands of Frieza, whereas Vegeta achieves the form through sheer frustration at his inability to achieve the transformation. The impulse for the transformation tends to differ. Goku achieved the form out of anger over the murder of Krillin, his best friend, at the hands of Frieza, whilst Vegeta achieves the form out of sheer frustration at his inability to achieve the transformation. Okay guys, this is where I want to get into why I made this video, because a lot of people don't understand what the Super Saiyan transformation signifies. A lot of people seem to think that just by transforming you reach a certain power level, and then you're at that power level no matter what if you're in the Super Saiyan transformation. That is not the case. What the Super Saiyan transformation is a multiplier of said being's base. So how much does this transformation multiply the Saiyan's base power? Well, in the Daizenshu, the form is said to have multiplied the Saiyan's power level by 50 times. So remember that number, guys, of 3 million that we discussed that Goku's base form had when he took on Frieza. Well, when he achieved the Super Saiyan transformation, he multiplied that 3 million by 50, equaling an astronomical power level of 150 million. Now guys, like I said before, the Super Saiyan transformation isn't a beacon for a power level. It varies based on your base power. If Goku had at that time a power level of 2 million, upon transforming, his power level at Super Saiyan would have been 100 million. Had it have been 5 million, it would have been 250 million. It's not if you achieve the Super Saiyan transformation, you are stuck at 100 million with that transformation. You train your base power, your Super Saiyan power increases also. And as most of you are well aware, the Saiyans have multiple transformations, including Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, and even Super Saiyan 4. What a lot of people haven't got to grasp with is that there are methods an experienced Super Saiyan can use to enhance the abilities of the regular Super Saiyan form. So that's the Super Saiyan 1 form. These include the Super Saiyan 2nd grade and the Super Saiyan 3rd grade. The 2nd grade is an advancement in the power of the original Super Saiyan state. In the 3rd grade is an even stronger advancement. However, it lacks speed as increased muscle size restricts movement. Then you get the Super Saiyan full power form, which Goku uses versus Cell. It's a form identical to the 1st grade in almost every way. However, unlike the 1st grade, it possesses greater ki control. And despite these strength increases, the Saiyans found another way to find a new source of even greater power, and that is with the transformation of Super Saiyan 2, achieved in dramatic fashion for the first time against Cell in the Cell games by none other than Teen Gohan. Super Saiyan 2 is the direct successor to the first Super Saiyan transformation. It is very similar in appearance, yet the hair is spikier and slightly longer, as well as the aura contains electrical sparks. It has a far greater output in power than the first transformation, as well as an increase in speed, strength, and energy output. There have been two observable ways to achieve this transformation. The first method is that a Saiyan must experience a powerful emotional upheaval, just as Gohan did against Cell. And the second method is simply very harsh training, and this is how Goku and Vegeta acquired the transformation. So now, what is the multiplier for the Super Saiyan transformation, and how much does it multiply the user's base? Well, it is 2 times more powerful than the Super Saiyan 1 transformation, That makes it a 100 times base increase, which if Goku's base power, which was at the same point as when he fought Frieza, as when he turns to Super Saiyan 2, that would make his power level at Super Saiyan 2 300 million. So is it possible for a Super Saiyan 1 to beat a Super Saiyan 2? Well, yes. If you can get a Saiyan with the base power of 7 million and multiply that by 50, that would make 350 million. And as you can see here, if Goku's base had stayed the same from when he fought Frieza, he would only have a power level of 300 million at Super Saiyan 2. Hence, the Super Saiyan 1 with the power level of 350 million would win. And there's a great example of a Super Saiyan 2 competing with a Super Saiyan 3. But first, I'll give you a breakdown of Super Saiyan 3. Super Saiyan 3 is a third form of Super Saiyan and the successor to the second transformation. Goku was the first to achieve the form, and was only able to do so after vigorous training in the other world. Gotenks is another character who achieves this form through the power of Trunks and Goten's fusion and Goku's example. In appearance, there are some drastic changes. The trademark characteristics of the transformation is the user's hair. The rigid hair of the Super Saiyan 2 state becomes flowing and smooth again and grows down to or sometimes passes the user's waist. The eyebrows vanish completely, making the forehead and eye ridges appear larger and revealing a more prominent brow ridge. A small increase in muscle mass is evident, and muscle tone is sharply defined. Energy radiation is so great that the aura pulses at an extremely high frequency. The form uses a Saiyan's full potential, with power extracted from every drop of blood. Where the third stage of Super Saiyan, grade 3, used 100% utilization of physical stamina, the purpose of the Super Saiyan 3 transformation is to increase utilization of ki, but as a result, the transformation consumes far more energy than that of Super Saiyan 2. So what is the multiplier for Super Saiyan 3? The Super Saiyan 3 form gives the user 4 times the strength of Super Saiyan 2. Consequentially, 8 times the strength of a regular Super Saiyan. And the Saiyan's base power resultantly increases 400 times. So had Goku never trained his base form from the Frieza saga, which we know he did, a Super Saiyan 3 transformation would put his power level at a whopping 1.2 billion. Now, in the recent Future Trunks Zamasu arc, we see a Super Saiyan 2 Trunks take on a Super Saiyan 3 Goku. In the anime, Goku dismantles the Super Saiyan Trunks quite easily. But in the manga, Super Saiyan 2 Trunks is just as strong as Goku. And add to that, Vegeta, when enraged by Beerus hitting Bulma, gets so angry in his Super Saiyan 2 form that other characters witnessing the scenario exclaim that Vegeta has surpassed Goku's Super Saiyan 3. So this adds further evidence that it is your base power that is the all-important factor here, and the Super Saiyan transformations just multiply that base power. The stronger your base, the stronger your Super Saiyan transformation. Okay, so that's 1 to 3 of the Super Saiyan transformations. Make sure you return to my channel to get breakdown on the Super Saiyan 4 transformation, as well as the God Ki transformations Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue, as well as the effect of Kaioken on the Super Saiyan statuses. And if you want to be notified immediately when that second part of this series does come out, please subscribe to my channel Revolution. It will be greatly appreciated. Also, check the Facebook page that I made, the Dragonball YouTube community, DYT for short, where you'll be able to post your favourite YouTubers' videos, no matter how big or small. If you think their content's good, be sure to share it on that page. If anybody tells you that training your base form is not important, and you happen to take their stupid advice, then guess what? You'll never become a strong Super Saiyan.